Have you ever wondered if something as simple as fruit could quietly be compromising your health? We've been taught our entire lives that fruits are nature's candy, packed with vitamins, antioxidants, and natural sweetness. But what no one tells you is this: not all fruits are beneficial for everyone, especially as we age. For those of us over 50, our bodies are transforming. Our metabolism slows, our digestive system becomes more sensitive, blood sugar control becomes more fragile. And the truth is, some fruits, though healthy for younger people, can silently become problematic for mature adults. Yes, problematic. High sugar content, risky medication interactions, hidden acidity, or digestive challenges. These can cause real issues if we're not careful. But there's wonderful news. Nature also provides perfect fruits that support heart health, fight inflammation, protect memory, and even improve digestive function. Today, as someone who has dedicated decades to studying nutritional changes as we age, I want to share with you the 4 fruits you should approach with caution and the 4 you absolutely must include in your weekly meals. Your body deserves this knowledge. Let's get straight to it. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend hitting that button and turning on notifications so you never miss another health tip designed specifically for our stage of life. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can create better content for you. 1. Grapefruit, the silent medication disruptor. At first glance, grapefruit seems like a nutritional superstar. Its bright pink flesh, refreshing tartness, and heart-healthy reputation have made it a breakfast favorite for health-conscious adults everywhere. But for those over 50, especially those taking medications, this fruit carries a hidden and severely underappreciated danger. Behind its juicy appeal lies a biochemical threat that few discuss, a threat that quietly interferes with the very medications keeping your heart beating, your blood pressure stable, and your anxiety at bay. Grapefruit contains compounds called furanocoumarins that block an essential liver enzyme called CYP3A4, which is responsible for metabolizing many of the most common prescription medications used by mature adults. When this enzyme is blocked, the medications you take can build up to dangerously high levels in your bloodstream, like a dammed river with nowhere to flow. The consequences can be serious. Severe muscle breakdown from statins, life-threatening heart rhythm disturbances from certain blood pressure medications, excessive bleeding from blood thinners, or intensified sedative effects from anti-anxiety medications. For those who depend on these prescriptions to maintain health, this seemingly beneficial fruit could turn into a silent saboteur. The tragedy is that most adults have no idea. They enjoy grapefruit or its juice in the morning and take their pills after breakfast, never connecting the dots when they experience unexpected side effects. Some face emergency room visits without understanding what triggered the reaction. This isn't about creating fear for its own sake, it's about wisdom through knowledge. Grapefruit isn't inherently harmful, but for mature adults on medications, and that includes over 70% of Americans over 65, it simply may not be worth the risk. There are safer fruits to enjoy without gambling with your medication effectiveness or safety. But if grapefruit, bright and nutritious as it appears, can hide this unexpected interaction, what other fruits might also be masquerading as universally beneficial while quietly working against certain aspects of your health? Let's examine the next one. It's sweet, popular, and surprisingly challenging for those with specific health concerns. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number 2. 2 cherries, sweet but potentially problematic. Cherries, so small, so sweet, and so deceptively innocent for some. For many of us, they bring memories of summer harvests, fresh pies cooling on windowsills, and that satisfying experience of eating them fresh from the bowl. But as we age, what once seemed like a harmless treat may now quietly challenge our comfort and stability. You see, cherries, especially in large portions or in concentrated forms like juices and dried varieties, are incredibly high in natural sugars. 1 cup of sweet cherries contains nearly 20 grams of sugar. For younger bodies with robust metabolic responses, this may not be concerning. You see, cherries, especially in large portions or in concentrated forms like juices and dried varieties, are incredibly high in natural sugars. 1 cup of sweet cherries contains nearly 20 grams of sugar. For younger bodies with robust metabolic responses, this may not be concerning. But for mature adults living with diabetes, prediabetes, or even undiagnosed insulin resistance, that sugar hits the bloodstream rapidly, causing spikes that can leave you feeling fatigued, foggy, and vulnerable. And the challenge doesn't stop at sugar content. Cherries are naturally acidic, and for older adults dealing with acid reflux, GERD, or sensitive digestive systems, this acidity can trigger uncomfortable symptoms that diminish quality of life. While cherries do contain beneficial antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, the sugar and acid content may outweigh these benefits for those with specific health concerns. While cherries do contain beneficial antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, the sugar and acid content may outweigh these benefits for those with specific health concerns. What you hoped would nourish your body may instead be contributing to your discomfort. You may not connect the dots right away, but the unexpected blood sugar crash that leaves you dizzy, the digestive discomfort that keeps you up at night, or the acid reflux that burns after eating, these could all be connected to your fruit choices. It's disappointing because cherries seem like such a natural, healthy option. But the truth is, as we mature, even sweetness must sometimes be reconsidered. It's disappointing because cherries seem like such a natural, healthy option. But the truth is, as we mature, even sweetness must sometimes be reconsidered. And if these small fruits can affect your comfort so significantly, imagine what happens when your kidney function is challenged by something far more common, something many mature adults eat several times a week without a second thought. 3 bananas, the potassium paradox. For most of our lives, bananas have been seen as a symbol of accessible nutrition, simple, convenient, full of potassium and energy. We were told they help with muscle cramps, boost energy levels, and support heart health. And for younger bodies, that generally remains true. We were told they help with muscle cramps, boost energy levels, and support heart health. And for younger bodies, that generally remains true. But as we age, our bodies process nutrients differently, and too much of a good thing can quietly become a concern. Bananas are rich in potassium, yes. But for mature adults, especially those with reduced kidney function, heart conditions, or those taking certain blood pressure medications like ACE inhibitors or potassium-sparing diuretics, this potassium can accumulate to potentially problematic levels. Your kidneys, once efficient filters, naturally become less effective with age, and that extra potassium doesn't leave the body as efficiently as it once did. It can build up in your system, affecting your heart's natural rhythm, your muscle function, and even your neurological clarity. This condition, called hyperkalemia, doesn't make headlines but sends thousands of seniors to emergency rooms each year. It can build up in your system, affecting your heart's natural rhythm, your muscle function, and even your neurological clarity. This condition, called hyperkalemia, doesn't make headlines but sends thousands of seniors to emergency rooms each year. Regular consumption of high-potassium fruits like bananas, when combined with certain medications or underlying kidney inefficiency, can contribute to this imbalance. You might notice unusual fatigue, muscle weakness, or heart palpitations, but by the time these symptoms appear, intervention may already be necessary. You might notice unusual fatigue, muscle weakness, or heart palpitations, but by the time these symptoms appear, intervention may already be necessary. And the challenge is that most adults never suspect the banana. It seems too basic, too wholesome to cause concern. But simplicity can be deceptive, especially when your body's regulatory systems have changed with age. So before reaching for that next banana, consider your overall health picture, your medication regimen, and whether your healthcare provider has ever mentioned concerns about your kidney function or potassium levels. So before reaching for that next banana, consider your overall health picture, your medication regimen, and whether your healthcare provider has ever mentioned concerns about your kidney function or potassium levels. Because sometimes the risk isn't in what we fear, but in what we consume without question, because we've always considered it healthy. And that's never more true than with a category of fruit that hides behind the mask of convenient nutrition, a type many consider a healthy snack, but is in truth a concentrated sugar trap that can challenge metabolic health.
They sit neatly in little packages looking innocent, even virtuous. Raisins, dates, dried apricots, cranberries. We see them in trail mixes sprinkled on oatmeal, or offered as a healthy alternative to candy and cookies. But for mature adults, dried fruits often hide a concerning reality beneath their wrinkled exteriors. They are concentrated sugar sources disguised as wholesome nutrition. What many don't realize is that when fruit is dried, the water is removed, but all the sugar remains, now concentrated in a much smaller bite. A handful of raisins may seem modest, but it's equivalent to eating a large bunch of grapes without the hydration, fiber volume, and with all the sugar concentrated into a few small pieces. And most commercially available dried fruits contain added sugars, preservatives like sulfites, and vegetable oils that can trigger inflammatory responses, digestive discomfort, or allergic reactions in sensitive individuals. For those in their 50s and beyond, especially those managing diabetes, cardiovascular concerns, or weight challenges, these seemingly innocent snacks can sabotage health goals. They cause rapid blood sugar spikes followed by energy crashes, can contribute to dental issues as the concentrated sugars cling to teeth, and provide a false sense of nutritional value while delivering primarily simple carbohydrates. The glycemic impact is often comparable to candy, yet they're consumed with a halo of being just fruit. You think you're making a smart choice by choosing dried fruit over processed sweets, but your body experiences something very different. It's the blood sugar roller coaster that leaves you hungry again soon after eating. It's the inflammation trigger that might contribute to joint discomfort. It's the extra calories in a small volume that can accumulate without providing satiety. Dried fruit may seem like a convenient, healthy option, but for many mature adults, it becomes a metabolic challenge that works against stable energy, weight management, and blood sugar control. We must learn to question not just what seems convenient and traditionally healthy, but what truly serves our changing nutritional needs as we age. Because just as some fruits can challenge our systems when consumed regularly, others, still fresh, still whole, can become powerful allies for our maturing bodies. So let's now turn toward hope. The fruits that restore, protect, and energize even in our 50s, 60s, and beyond. Let's begin with a little blue fruit that might just save your memory. Title: The 4 must-eat fruits that can transform your health after 50. 1. Blueberries, the brain protector. There's something quietly magical about blueberries. Small, humble, and unassuming, they rarely grab attention the way more exotic fruits do. But inside each tiny berry lies one of nature's most powerful gifts, especially for those of us navigating the later chapters of life. At a time when cognitive function becomes increasingly precious and memory preservation becomes a priority, blueberries offer something remarkable. Not just temporary benefits, but genuine protection for your neural networks. Science has confirmed what traditional wisdom suggested. What we eat directly shapes our brain health, cognitive resilience, and memory preservation. And among all fruits studied for neuroprotective effects, blueberries consistently demonstrate exceptional benefits. Rich in anthocyanins, those deep blue pigments don't just give berries their color. They act as specialized guardians, crossing the blood-brain barrier to reduce neuroinflammation, improve communication between brain cells, and shield against the oxidative stress that gradually chips away at memory and cognitive function. Regular blueberry consumption has been linked in multiple studies to slower cognitive decline, better executive function, and even reduced risk of neurodegenerative conditions. For mature adults, these aren't insignificant findings. They represent the potential for more moments of clarity, sharper decision-making, better word recall, and maintained independence when it matters most. Beyond their brain benefits, blueberries support cardiovascular health by improving arterial flexibility, help regulate blood pressure, and contain compounds that support healthy blood sugar management. Their low glycemic impact makes them suitable even for those monitoring glucose levels. A simple half-cup serving daily, whether added to morning yogurt, oatmeal, or enjoyed as a snack, delivers clinically significant amounts of these protective compounds. In a world where cognitive health can seem beyond our control, blueberries offer a practical, delicious intervention that supports your brain's resilience. And if this little blue fruit can help protect your neural connections, imagine what a crisp, fiber-rich apple can do for your cardiovascular system, and why the old saying about an apple a day might contain more medical wisdom than we realized. 2 apples, the heart-healthy fiber hero. There's profound wisdom in the old saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. While it may sound simple, even old-fashioned, this humble fruit carries benefits that are more relevant than ever for those of us over 50. At a time when our cardiovascular systems need more care, our digestion becomes more sensitive, and our bodies call for better balance, the apple offers powerful protection in the most ordinary package. Apples are rich in soluble fiber, particularly pectin, a type of fiber that binds to cholesterol in the digestive system and helps remove it before it can enter the bloodstream. For mature adults, this means apples can actively reduce LDL cholesterol levels, potentially lowering risk of heart attack and stroke without additional medication. They also contain unique compounds called polyphenols that improve blood vessel function, reduce inflammation, and support healthy blood pressure, addressing the very cardiovascular concerns that become priorities after 50. But apples do more than protect the heart. Their fiber content supports healthy digestion, helping prevent the constipation that becomes increasingly common with age and medication use. The combination of soluble and insoluble fiber helps maintain regular bowel function while feeling satisfying and supporting healthy weight management. Their natural compounds provide antioxidant protection throughout the body, with research suggesting benefits for respiratory health, immune function, and even bone density, all critical aspects of well-being in our mature years. And perhaps equally important, apples connect us to simplicity. They require no preparation, travel well, and bring a sensory pleasure that can be deeply satisfying. There's wisdom in returning to basics sometimes, especially when those basics deliver such powerful benefits. 1 medium apple daily, with its skin intact to preserve the fiber and beneficial compounds, can make a measurable difference in your health trajectory, not just in what it provides, but in what it helps your body avoid. 3 avocados, the healthy fat that nourishes your body. Among all the fruits on our list, the avocado stands apart. It doesn't burst with sweetness, it doesn't come in bright colors, and it isn't the kind of fruit you'd typically find in a dessert. But for those of us in our 50s and beyond, the avocado is more than just food. It's comprehensive nutrition for your maturing body. Rich in monounsaturated fats, avocados provide the kind of fat your body needs as it ages, fats that don't clog arteries but rather support heart health, nourish your brain, and help reduce harmful inflammation. These healthy fats actually help lower bad cholesterol while supporting good cholesterol, creating a powerful protective effect for your cardiovascular system. For mature adults concerned about cognitive function, avocado's combination of vitamin E, folate, and healthy fats provides ideal nourishment for brain cells. These nutrients support better blood flow to the brain and help protect neural membranes, essential for maintaining sharp thinking and memory retention. But the benefits extend beyond heart and brain. Avocados are loaded with potassium, more than bananas, but without the blood sugar impact, helping regulate blood pressure and reduce stroke risk. They're rich in lutein, which supports eye health and protects against age-related macular degeneration. And their vitamin K content is essential for maintaining bone strength and reducing fracture risk, a growing concern after 50. Beyond their impressive nutrient profile, avocados provide a unique satisfaction factor. Their creamy texture and richness offer a sense of indulgence while actually supporting your health goals. A few slices on whole grain toast, added to a salad, or blended into a smoothie creates lasting satiety without blood sugar spikes. 4 broccoli, the detoxification enhancer. Among all the vegetables we could explore, broccoli stands out for its unique ability to support your body's detoxification systems that often become sluggish with age. It's not just a source of vitamins and minerals, it's a powerful ally in helping your liver process toxins, balance hormones, and reduce inflammation. Broccoli contains a unique compound called sulforaphane, which activates enzymes in the liver that neutralize harmful substances and help eliminate them from the body. For mature adults, this means broccoli can support better hormone balance, reduce the risk of certain cancers, and improve overall cellular health. The same compounds support prostate health. But broccoli's benefits extend far beyond detoxification. It delivers a remarkable nutrient called diindolylmethane, DIM, which helps regulate immune function, crucial for mature adults whose immune systems face increasing challenges. Its vitamin K content supports both bone health and proper blood clotting, while its fiber feeds beneficial gut bacteria that influence everything from digestion to brain health. For those concerned about maintaining sharp vision, broccoli contains lutein and zeaxanthin, two carotenoids that protect eye health and may help prevent age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss after 60. Beyond the science, broccoli offers practical benefits. It's affordable, widely available year-round, and can be prepared in countless ways: steamed, roasted, stir-fried, or even enjoyed raw for those with robust digestion. A modest serving of broccoli twice weekly delivers clinically significant amounts of these protective compounds, supporting your body's resilience against the very challenges that define aging. 4. Fermented cabbage, the gut and immune restorer. In a world filled with probiotic supplements, digestive enzymes, and countless products promising better gut health, it's easy to overlook that sometimes the most powerful digestive medicine comes in the humblest form. Fermented cabbage, whether as sauerkraut or kimchi, represents thousands of years of traditional wisdom now validated by modern science. For those in their 50s and beyond, this living food offers specific benefits that address the very digestive challenges that emerge with age. As we mature, stomach acid production naturally declines, digestive enzyme activity decreases, and the diversity of our gut microbiome often diminishes. These changes can lead to nutrient malabsorption, digestive discomfort, and even compromised immune function, since 70% of immune tissue resides in the gut. Fermented cabbage delivers billions of live probiotic organisms that help restore microbial diversity in the digestive tract. These beneficial bacteria support proper digestion, help maintain the intestinal barrier, and communicate directly with immune cells to modulate inflammatory responses throughout the body. For mature adults dealing with digestive irregularity, bloating, or the side effects of long-term medications that disrupt gut flora, fermented cabbage offers not just symptomatic relief, but fundamental restoration of digestive function. Beyond its probiotic benefits, fermented cabbage contains L-glutamine, an amino acid that helps repair the intestinal lining, crucial for those with increased intestinal permeability that can develop with age. Its vitamin C content supports collagen production and immune function, while its natural enzymes assist with protein digestion. For those managing inflammatory conditions, autoimmune concerns, or recurrent infections, the immune-modulating effects of regularly consumed fermented foods can be transformative. Studies show that just 2 to 3 tablespoons daily can increase gut microbial diversity and reduce inflammatory markers within weeks. The beauty of fermented cabbage lies in its accessibility. It requires no prescription, costs very little to make at home, and incorporates easily into meals as a condiment or side dish. Its tangy flavor adds complexity to meals while its living bacteria works silently to restore balance from within. Your health is in your hands, one bite at a time. As we navigate the richer, more complex chapters of life, a profound truth becomes increasingly evident. We can no longer take our bodies for granted. The vegetables we once ate without consideration, the foods we grew up with or simply enjoyed habitually, now carry greater significance. Each bite either nourishes and repairs, or potentially contributes to the burden our aging systems must process. But here's the empowering reality. It's never too late to make more informed choices. These small decisions, made consistently, begin to build something remarkable. Better cognitive function, reduced inflammation, improved digestion, enhanced immune response, and most importantly, a renewed sense of control over your own well-being. That's a profound gift at any age. We must also embrace with grace and wisdom that not every vegetable works optimally for our changing bodies. Raw spinach, bell peppers, raw kale, and white potatoes. They're not inherently harmful, but they require careful consideration based on your personal health conditions, medication use, and unique biochemistry. Being discriminating isn't about fear or restriction, it's about sophistication. It's honoring the body that has carried you through decades of life. Let this be a reminder, not of limitations, but of possibilities. Nature has provided an abundance of vegetables that specifically support the changing needs of mature bodies. We simply need to choose them with intention and awareness. Whether you're 50, 60, 70, or beyond, remember this fundamental truth. Your health isn't something that happened in the past. It's unfolding right now with every meal, with every choice you make. The vegetables you welcome into your life can be more than just food. They can become allies in your longevity, protectors of your cognitive clarity, and daily affirmations of self-care. When you nourish your body this way, with knowledge, intention, and appreciation, you don't just potentially add years to your life, you add vibrance, resilience, and joy to your years. Because you deserve to age with vitality, with dignity, and with the pleasure that comes from feeling truly well, one mindful bite at a time. Now I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one insight you've gained, or one change you plan to implement in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward better health through better choices. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback helps me create content that truly serves your needs. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more evidence-based health information designed specifically for this magnificent stage of life. Thank you for watching, and here's to living vibrantly on your own terms.